So we'll kick around the look-ahead numbers for Week 10 in the NFL here, see if anything sticks out, maybe worth a bet at this point. After the deadline passed yesterday, we had about 8 or 9 moves in the league, some pretty good ones overall. The Thursday game next week, can we flex out of this one? NFL just going to stand pat all year and say, no, we like what the schedule looks like. Panthers are playing at the Bears. Chicago 1.5, total 41.5.
They can't flex Thursday until week
12, I believe.
I believe, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's, I don't want to hear it, though. I don't want to hear it. All summer. Well, we got nothing going on. Okay, and then don't cry when this is on.
Well, no, the point is, though, the league put it in where they can flex. Not this game. I'm joking around about this game.
No, I know, but people are going to whine, and people are already doing it.
Oh, sure.
Take a peek what the Primetime game is coming up. I mean, this was... you would kill for a game like this in June.
July or whatever.
When you're watching, Brewers, Twins, whatever.
I agree. But the Sunday night game this week, coming up, Week 10, there's no excuse for doing what they did.
Plenty of options, no doubt.
So I'm guessing Fields will be back for this game. There was some thought that he could come back this week.
I hope so.
Not going to happen.
All right, Ikaisa Paul. Auf Wiedersehen. We go out to Germany again. Colts and Patriots. Yeah. Patriots 1-44. Get up early? Yeah? What do you think? I don't know. I mean, did the Patriots finally find something in that Buffalo game, and the carry over to Miami? Mac Jones another horrific interception. Colts can't stop anything. I don't know if it matters.
And here's the thing. I know it's a game in Europe, and I don't like to bet those games over. Like this, I have no desire to bet Chiefs Dolphins over this week. 44 though in a Colts game. That's where it was lined with the Saints.
Yeah.
Game was almost over at halftime. Saints don't play overs.
What foreign language you take in high school?
Spanish.
Did you? Yeah. I had to do German.
I did not take it seriously enough.
Yeah.
This is probably for a podcast. In fact, I'm not even going to go down that path. I was just going to bring up. But
what? I had to cheat. I had to cheat to pass. I had to cheat.
You did?
Yeah, I had to cheat. He caught me. He knew what was going on too. People ratted on me. It's like Paul can't give you one sentence in German. How's he getting A's?
Sure.
I had the answer.
You had the cheat code, huh?
Yeah. I could stop a puck though. Maybe it helped me out.
If I could go back in time, I never would have been the same kid like in high school. For classes like that, I would have really buckled down and told myself, look, I want to travel. I want to be among other people that speak different languages. I want to learn. And I just was always in detention and always just
Yep. I hear
whatever.
You.
So
learn
anyway.
Spanish. If you had to do it all over again, Navy SEAL, sure, same thing. Yep. Again, but here are the options: Niners, Jags, hell of a game. Both teams off the bye.
Love this game.
Right. You could have put this on Sunday night. I don't know. I mean, this Jacksonville's hot. Listen, they'll be fine if Purdy doesn't turn it over and he's not concussed. And I think it's a lot of pressure on Wilkes now too. Fix this. Turn this around. And Shanahan's talking to him too about coming down to the field from the booth.
You know that there were rumblings that Hunter could get traded from the Vikings to the Jags? Do you know how incredible that would have been?
Mm-hmm.
Josh Allen, the edge rusher for the Jags, leads the league in pressures on the quarterback. I mean, that would have been a hell of a combination there. And as someone holding a Jacksonville future ticket, that would have been nice to see. The Bengals are laying 7.5 at home to the Texans. Totals 44.5.
Well, carried away here?
I think that's a tad high.
That's a lot. I know they struggle against Carolina, but yeah, that's a lot of points.
I think the Texans' defense is pretty good. DeMeco Ryans appears to be a pretty damn good head coach as well. This game, how ugly is this going to be? Packers at the Steelers. Pittsburgh's laying 3, total 38.
Now that's where I like Pittsburgh. That's where I'll take them at home, and Love will turn it over. And that'll just be, that's short field. Love throws a couple picks. We take advantage. Canada can't find his ass with both hands, and 16-3. Talk to you.
I was going to say that game has 20-10 written all over it, that kind of a feel.
Yeah.
Saints are 2.5 at the Vikings, 38.5.
It's short if it's Hall. That's too short.
I don't think it's going to be. I think it's going to be Dobbs.
Okay. Well, I'll have to reassess and reevaluate if that's the case. But, again, this road record is bananas since 2018 with Nolans. It's like 32 and
that's very
14, good. 32 and 14 straight up, I think we are now.
Yep.
Very impressive.
Tennessee's playing at Tampa. Wrong team favored here?
Yes.
Buccaneers favored by 1.
I don't care if it's Levis. Right. I mean, Baker's been a disaster. Again, this is the number one Fugazi team. They had no business winning week 1. And when they play someone good or close to average, you saw what's happened. Couldn't move the ball against Detroit. Horror show in Buffalo offensively. Couldn't move the ball against Philly at home. And they beat the Saints, but that was ridiculous. Come to think of that, how that happened. But yeah, I don't want any part of Tampa right now.
All right, shop around because this number is higher at other spots. DraftKings has the Browns in Baltimore, and the Ravens are laying 4.5, 39.5.
Boy, that's short.
Oh, that's the respect here for the Browns, or the lack of respect for the. How are they favored by 6 over the Seahawks?
Mm-hmm.
But 4.5 against the Browns. I get it. They just played.
Well,
Seahawks covered the game, but it was late. I mean,
and the defense hasn't been great the last few games for Cleveland.
Are we assuming that Watson's going to be back by then?
Well, right. Well, what's the downgrade from Walker from DTR, because Baltimore went there and killed him in the first game?
Well,
so, and then right, if even it's going to be Watson, is he even close to 100%? Got to take the Browns there. Oh, excuse me, the Ravens. Yeah, big.
This game's fascinating to me. Lions off the bye, playing at the Chargers. Chargers Sunday night game against the Jets on the road, coming back home. Chargers favored by 1, 48.5. Chargers have become your team.
Yeah.
You love Brandon Staley.
That's a pass. Tough call.
Too high of a total? 48.5?
That seems about right.
Atlanta's 1.5 at Arizona.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's short, too.
Total's 41. Who's going to be the quarterback for Arizona?
You need to jump on that. I don't know if they say it's going to be Murray, I'll believe it when I see it. Lombardi's awesome on this. How much money they owe that guy if he gets hurt in a game?
Oh,
it's like $70 million.
Yeah.
If it's Toon again, that's going to be on the move. If Toon falls on his face, which I think he will Sunday, you got to jump on Atlanta.
I mean, that's almost priced as if Toon's not going to be the quarterback, though.
Well, the plan is it's going to be Murray, but I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it.
Giants at the Cowboys. This is a rematch of what happened on the Sunday night opener to begin the season, 40-0. Dallas laying 10, 41.5. You know what they do? They beat bad teams.
You call them bullies. Okay, so Dallas wins and covers, no problem. All right. And they've won 11 in a row at home now?
Yeah. Commanders at the Seahawks. Seattle's laying 6.5. Totals 44.5.
Like the over.
I like that. That number's too short in my opinion.
Yep.
Geno actually might look good in that game. He should. If he doesn't, then you have major concerns for Seattle and what they can do this year. Jets are 2.5 at the Raiders out here. Total's 37.
Yep.
Too many unknowns here with the Raiders?
Yep.
Huh. This will be a popular pick for those who have Buffalo remaining in Survivor. Bills are late 8.5 on Monday Night Football.
Did not flex out of it, and they have, until next Tuesday to make the decision on Vikings-Broncos, which is the following Sunday night game.
That's Week 11?
Yes, that's your Sunday night game.
Well, okay, look at the Week 10 games on the board again that we have.
How did they do? What are they doing?
I'm telling you, it's an F by the NFL this year. I can't believe we're sitting here having this conversation.
Yeah.
Again, the point is here, great. I love having all these primetime games. I love the London games, the Germany games. They're awesome. But you have the flexibility here. You put it in the rules a long time ago. You can bail on bad games. This is the definition of another bad game. Get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
What are you waiting for?
And how about the Monday night game? How about this conversation? You imagine we had this conversation a month ago after Buffalo boat raced Miami and almost scored 50 on them? I can't lay it with the Bills at home against Denver. 8.5. I can't do it. I mean, the defense getting their act together with the Broncos and how bad and just out of it, out of sync, out of rhythm the Buffalo offense has been. The defense, I'll give it to. I mean, there's injuries. I understand. And we'll see if Douglas helps out. But what is going on offensively since the Miami game?
Mm-hmm. Major problems.
This is, it's definitely cause for concern what's going on.
Okay, I'm looking at the Week 11 slate. I got to be honest, not a lot of good options to put on Sunday night.
Well, come on.
The best one, Paul, might be Tennessee at Jacksonville. I'm not kidding. You want to put the Bears at Detroit? Bears have been on primetime now more than Taylor Swift.
Yeah. No, you with me, though? You can't 8.5 with Buffalo? That's risky. I mean, they should have lost to the Giants.
Yeah, I can't.
They almost lost to Baker and blew that lead against Baker Mayfield with the Hail Mary play.
Yeah. But do you want anything to do with the Broncos, though, either? I mean, the back door could be open the entire time.
I want to see how this. All these guys were supposed to get traded. I mean, nothing happened with that either. I mean, everyone was available. Maybe a couple of wins changes things, but I don't see what happens. Are these guys happy to stay there? I don't know.
Visit VSiN.com to get current odds, listen for free, find showtimes, and download VSiN sports betting podcasts.